Remember I said this on my last podcast? But yeah, while at the Hidden History Museum, the brother Tariq, you're very inviting, man. I walked in the door. You happen to be walking to the door to your door person collecting the money, and we see each other. Shake hands. It's no, I'm a tall brother, and you're probably equally as tall as me. So tall people notice other tall people, man. I have my security shirt on, so if you see the pictures, you see I have security shirt on because I just came from an event that I was working backstage in Hollywood. Your Hidden History Museum is on Jefferson, right there is South Central. So I knew exactly where I wanted to go, and I had my objective. I didn't really get to complete my objective because some things transpired. Now this is the part where it gets real dark. See, homeboy went to put his drink down and, get busy, and the other cat reaches in his waistband for a ghost gun, I called it, or the strap. And I'm glad you can't really see anything because whatever. But let's continue.
My nigga put a strap out.
Yeah, my other nigga had the strap. Welcome back to the Come One, Come On podcast. I'm Kamal Shabazz. And today we're going to talk about my experience at the Hidden History Museum. See, I met Tariq Nasheed for the first time. Some drama popped off. No FBAs were harmed during the filming of my tape. But we about to get right into it. So, you may wonder, what is this cat talking about? Well, here's what I'm talking about. I was in the Hidden History Museum. I ain't gonna front, I ain't gonna hold no punches. I might be doing this to my own detriment because, my reputation is on the line, but I feel like I need to speak truth to power. I need to talk about experiences that we have that sometimes people are not willing to talk about because people like to sweep stuff under the rug. And so I was there at the Hidden History Museum, and it got real. It got real to the point that guns were drawn. And shout out to Tariq Nasheed and his security for securing the premises, making sure everybody was safe. Now, let me add on to that. No one was harmed during that. I believe the two individuals that were having this issue, I believe they worked it out somehow, some way. And if they didn't, well, that's another story. And I'm wishing the best for you, brothers. But this right here is very important. Yeah, so the brothers that were getting into it. So I step in the Hidden History Museum for the first time. I'm going to patronize the business, and I had a plan to meet Tariq Nasheed. Well, as soon as I step in the door, I meet Tariq Nasheed.
Hidden History Museum. Yeah, it's a movement in here. I ain't gonna front. I ain't here to make enemies. I'm here to make friends and make amends. You know what I mean? Let's stop all this bickering between the community and come together. So I'm about to have $1 million conversation with the man right behind me who called me the bootleg Wish That Drake. Man, I'm just standing on business, and the business is making sure we progress as a people, man. That's all I'm about, man. Shout out to the FBA, ADOS, family, baby. We strong, Black Americans strong. I don't see one tethering.
So I'm like, there he is. Tariq embraced me, as I said on the last podcast. We shook hands. I wasn't really clear if he knew who I was because I did a lot of videos. Well, I did some videos and spoke on Tariq Nasheed talking about me when I performed at the National Reparations Convention. Oh, and by the way, it's still up. So let's get this debate going. Malik Zulu Shabazz versus Tariq Nasheed. Name a time, a place, and a date. So long story short, I meet Tariq Nasheed. We shake hands. Now, I enter the building. I'm there.
Got out my car and walked back in there and gathered all the nurses up. Like, hey, look, y'all, check this out. We gotta rob this nigga. I said, look, everybody make y'all hand into a little fake gun like this. You put a little COVID mask on.
I see a brother that I met before and got his numbers, comedian Dan Green. So I'm like, okay, he got different people in here doing his comedy show.
Yes.
I get to the parking lot, right? Doo-doo. Soon as I get in my car, my phone rings. It's him.
Dan Green.
What's up, cuz?
I wasn't there. I got there at the Hidden History Museum towards the end of the night, so I didn't really get to see the comedy show. I don't know who performed, but I do know that he had some headliners. One was Tori Hart, comedian. She's right now currently working with Cat Williams on his Dark Matters tour. And Tori Hart is also Kevin Hart's ex-wife. I'm not here to cast aspersions on Tori Hart. I know she's a celebrity and she has a public image to protect. So no disrespect intended at all, sister. So where I was when the situation was going down, I was kind of directly in the line of fire. And it put me in the mindset of like, I could have easily been, and a few others that were right there next to me in the line of fire, including Tori Hart, including Big Ja, the comedian. We could have been the takeoff in the situation. And rest in peace to Takeoff, because it's always the ones that aren't the intended target that get hit with the strays. This is my first time in the Hidden History Museum, so I didn't know what was what, how the layout was or whatever, but all I know was in that corner, I believe that was like a green room for comedians, because Tori Hart was over in there in that corner that we were all talking in, Big Ja, and also King Kadar. Oh, and niggas cleared that area quicker than somebody sneezing during COVID. So as the situation is going on and the more aggressive brother in this situation, he's asking Tori Hart, which I didn't know what he was saying at the time. He's like, Tori. And in my head, I'm thinking he's talking about Joe Tori because I see King Kadar. And I got pictures with King Kadar and Joe Tori. So in my head, like, where's Joe Tori? Maybe he can help diffuse this situation. But no, he was talking to Tori Hart. And now, as the situation is unfolding and the brother pulls out what he does, the ghost gun, because you know, you never seen it, but I know what I saw. Tori Hart is caught in between two niggas, goddammit. I mean, what else do we call them? Two civilized brothers? I don't know. Maybe they were. And I'm glad no one got hurt after all was said and done. So peep game, I got my security shirt on. I'm holding down the front door, not letting nobody in the Hidden History Museum, because currently you got the private security service back there, and you see it on the video. So you know I ain't fronting. Homeboy just pulled out the strap in the Hidden History Museum. Well, whatever. My lips are sealed. he had a belt, like a strap, like a belt. You know what I mean? But I got my security shirt on. I'm just coming from my event in Hollywood. Shout out to Don Wells Productions. And it's on like that. I can let everybody out. I can't let nobody in. I'm doing extra work now. This is extra credit right here. The bootleg with that Drake. He doubles down. And, you know, I'm a man of. I wear many hats, not just this one. My ladies, pretty ladies up in the building. I can let everyone out, can't let anyone in until the security comes and holds down the fort because it's dangerous, as you see. What do you feel about this situation that transpired there that nobody knew about until you're seeing these videos right here? I really feel like nobody knew about it because I don't think anyone else had a camera out at that time. I wasn't having my camera out to, you know, capture something secretly, privately, whatever. It just so happened. I was there to meet Tariq Nasheed for one thing, and I ran into this here. So this right here is just really a public service announcement. What would have happened if somebody got shot in the Hidden History Museum based off of someone's proclivity for violence or what have you? Does ADOS have to worry about stuff like this? So that concludes today's episode of the Come One, Come All podcast. I need y'all to like, share, subscribe, and get involved with what I got going on over here. Something brand new for your ears and your viewing eyes. Peace and love. Kamal Shabazz.